Hi, I'm Sanya,
And I'm Sachi.
and we're the Hirani sisters who got on an evacuation flight from New York to Bangalore under the Vande Bharat mission carried out by the Indian government.
Phase 2. The first step was to go to the Indian Embassy website to fill up a registration form for Indian nationals. This form basically asked us for details about who we are, our passport number, and our reason for travel. Once we submitted that form around at the start of May, we waited anxiously for a few days, and at that point, phase 1 of Vande Bharat mission was still going on, and there wasn't really any information on whether there will be a phase 2 or not. So we were pretty excited when we got an email from the embassy a few days later to fill up a secondary form. The secondary form was just to see where we wanted to travel to and if we had any family members traveling with us, as well as consent that whether we were willing to undergo a mandatory quarantine once we reached India.
Once we had filled up all these initial forms, it was honestly a waiting game as we did not have much information about the phase two of evacuation flights. Um, as and when the days passed by, we got more information, and there was a confirmed flight on the 25th of May from New York City to Bangalore, though we hadn't got any information from the Indian Embassy of whether we are going to get on this flight or not. We mentally started packing up everything in New York City to be prepared for the actual date. As we got closer to the date, we did receive a call from the Indian Embassy where we were asked if we are still interested on traveling to Bangalore. Once we consented to that, we were sent an email with information about the different classes for the flight, how much the tickets were going to cost, and also an authorization form where we had to give our credit card details to further go ahead with the booking of the ticket. This was a first come, first served basis, so we didn't have much time to think about it. We went ahead, filled up the form, sent it back to them, and within an hour, we were sent a confirmed itinerary of our ticket. That was for the 25th of May.
On the 25th of May, our Air India flight was to take off at 11 a.m. from JFK. In terms of getting to the airport as well as baggage allowance, everything was fairly standard with a normal international flight. Nothing different just because it was an evacuation flight. We reached 3 hours before with bags packed, face masks, gloves, and honestly, so many sanitizers. As soon as we reached the airport, we started walking towards a very long line and were first given a form to fill out, which basically told us that we're willing to take the risk of potentially contracting COVID 19 by getting on this flight, and that we were willing to undergo a 14-day mandatory quarantine.
Once we reached the airport and had completed this basic form, we stood in a line that took approximately 30 minutes to get to the front. This line was for a basic health screening that was set up by the Indian consulate. And once we got our temperature checked and were given the green signal to get on the flight, we signed another form saying that we have passed the health screening, and we were sent to the check in counter. The check-in process was fairly simple, nothing different from the ordinary. Once we dropped off our bags at the check-in counter, we were sent to the security check, which again was absolutely standard procedure as always is in the United States. And after that, we started heading towards our gate.
As we were walking to the gate, the airport was literally a ghost town. All the stores and restaurants were shut except for maybe one or two here and there. And honestly, if you're the type of person that needs to eat before a flight, make sure you take something from home or be ready to stand in fairly slow moving lines due to limited staff at either a McDonald's or a sandwich store. I think there was a store open for water, candy, sanitizer, and stuff like that, but other than that, literally the airport had nothing
The
open.
boarding of the flight started 1 hour prior to the departure time as per standard guidelines, and we were sent into the flight in batches. Once we boarded the flight, we noticed that all the airline staff were in complete PPE and were not interacting much with the passengers. Once we reached our seats, the first thing we noticed were each seat had a plastic bag which included two boxed meals as well as a bag of snacks. These were for the entire duration of the flight, as there would be no hot meal service on this flight. Along with this food bag, we also received another bag which contained a face shield, two standard face masks, 10 sachets of sanitizer, as well as a set of gloves.
Overall, the flight was fairly comfortable. The specific flight that we were on, the whole flight was packed. There were no middle seats that were left out. There's no in-flight entertainment, so if you're the type of person who gets bored easily, definitely make sure to download some movies or books or something on your laptop.
Also, the airplane toilets are fairly clean. The staff is taking all precautions to sanitize the bathroom area once someone uses it, so there's no fear of really much infection through the bath. This was not a direct flight to Bangalore. There was a short stopover in New Delhi, wherein a few passengers did get off the flight. While the other passengers stayed on board and waited for the connection to Bangalore. During this waiting time, we did notice that the staff from Air India came on board and cleaned out the flight, as in took out all the trash, did a deep cleaning of the bathrooms, and vacuumed the floors.
Finally, after a total journey of 18 hours, we landed in Bangalore at about 3 p.m. on May 26th. We were lucky to be seated at the front of the flight, and so we got to disembark in the first batch of 20 people. As we walked out, we could see the airport and ground staff all were taking proper precautions to socially distance us from each other. There were chairs placed 6 feet apart for us to sit down and fill out a form that outlined the options for the mandatory institutional quarantine at either a 5-star, 3-star, or a budget hotel.
Once we filled out the form, we stood in a line for a step by step process. The first step was a health screening, which included a temperature check as well as a heart rate check. After the health check, we were asked to download the Arogya Setu app and were also stamped on our left hands, noting that we were a part of this evacuation flight that was organized by the government. Once we had passed all these steps, we moved on to immigration and then to baggage claim. We got our bags and noticed that they had been sprayed thoroughly with a disinfectant, just as another precautionary step throughout this process. After you've collected your luggage, you start walking towards the exit where you will notice three lines. One is for the 5-star hotels, one is for 3-star hotels, and one is for the budget hotels. Based on whatever you selected on your form, you stand in that line where you are given information about which hotel you will be taken to.
Everyone on our flight that opted for a 5-star hotel was taken to Taj West End, and we were given a blue band which we had to put on. After this step, we moved on and had to wait in another line outside the airport, which was to board buses that would take us to our final destinations. The buses were standard BMTC buses and had a cap of 15 people per bus. The cost was 300 rupees per person, and there was a gentleman waiting outside each bus to help us with our luggage.
The bus journey took approximately 45 minutes, and once we reached the hotel, we were asked to get off the bus where all our bags were again sprayed with disinfectant, and we were taken to the lobby where we were assigned a room. My sister and I, since we traveled together, were given a double room where we were going to be quarantined together.
The hotel staff were very welcoming and understanding of the current situation. Before we went to our rooms, we had to undergo a temperature check, and once we passed that, a gentleman helped us to our room.
The hotel staff has made sure that the rooms that have been assigned are equipped with everything that you would probably need while you're quarantined. We've been given a room where we have two televisions, a bedroom area as well as a living room area, drinking water facilities, as well as 3 meals that are provided along the duration of a day.
The meals are all vegetarian and are provided in disposable containers, which we ourselves have to dispose of and keep it outside our room once we're done.
In addition to the 3 meals that are provided, there is a room service option for other items that are not provided in the meals. This is at an additional cost, as well as laundry services that can be done at an additional cost. When we landed in Bangalore, we were told that the quarantine at the institutional center was going to be for 14 days. But after having come to the Taj West End and stayed here for 2 days, we got a circular from the BBMP notifying us that the duration of the quarantine had been reduced to 7 days from 14 days.
On the 4th day of our quarantine, we received a call from the reception asking us to come downstairs and undergo a COVID-19 test. This came as a bit of a shock as we did not know that we had to do this, but we went along with it and it was extremely well organized, and I believe that it's a new mandate issued by the government that any international passengers arriving from red zones have to go through a COVID-19 test as soon as they land in India.
On a final note, our experience staying at the Taj West End Hotel has been absolutely phenomenal. The staff here have been so caring and hospitable and constantly risking their own health with zero complaints to make sure that we are safe and happy. Whether it's a small gesture such as a complimentary evening snack that is brought to our room with cute messages in it, or just a phone call, even text message check ins from the staff with us to make sure that we aren't facing any issues, they have been absolutely brilliant. I want to give you a small example. We were facing a few gastric issues a few days ago, and the staff went out of their way to bring us bananas and medicine to our room to make sure we're fine, and even checked in with us today to see if we're feeling better. This just shows that no matter what the circumstances is, people all come together in a time of crisis and are there to help each other out. Me and Sachi personally want to give a special shout out to the team here at the Taj West End that includes Chef Param, Atara, who's constantly calling us and making sure that the food is great, Yang, who makes sure that me and Sachi are completely healthy, Sandeep and Suresh, who are outside our room 24/7, making sure that protocol is being followed, Nitin and Sachin, who are delivering our meals to our room on time, and Shivraj, Ravi, and Vijay, who are constantly answering our phone calls and taking any queries and questions that we have.